Hello everyone, welcome back to Porsche Teair. This is your girl, Porsche Teair. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you are a returning viewer or subscriber, hey niece, did you get your invite to the wedding? Okay, did you get your invite? You might not have been invited. For my brides to be who are getting married in 2020, 2021. I know it's a lot going on, so I wanted to keep it light, keep it fun. For now, I know most of you, I would suggest getting a makeup artist for sure for your wedding day. Now, if you have a budget-friendly wedding and it's just not in your budget, I know some things have happened, some things change, and you gotta fend for yourself. So this is gonna be a tutorial for you. The time is now to start practicing to do your makeup if you gotta do it yourself for your wedding day. Do not wait for your wedding day to try to slay your face. It's gonna take practice, okay? Start practicing now so when the wedding day comes, you'll be ready to go. You'll be cute. Do I look bridal? I'm no one's bride, not yet. I'm no one's wife. I'm not even engaged, but maybe one day. Maybe one day. Anywho, I'm so glad you guys are watching. If you want to see how I got this finished product, enjoy this tutorial and I will see you guys soon. First, I'm gonna grab a little bit of foundation. This is by NARS. Just a couple of pumps because I thought I wanted to start with the skin, but then I'm like, no, let me just start with my eyes. So I like to take a little foundation and just cover this area of my face. You guys, I tried my best to be prepared for this video. I got the whole setup, and then I forgot to bring a mirror. I have this little mini mirror that I bring with me. So I'm gonna try my best to use this and my actual camera. So I just had everything set up and I was like, I'm doing this look. I don't care. I'm gonna have to make it work without having my mirror. So I just really want to focus product in the center of my face. First, I'm going to start with the brows. So I had to do my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow pomade, and I used the shade Chocolate. And then I just went on and put a base on my eye. I used the Louise Rumour number 5, and I mixed it with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. These two together keep the eyeshadow on. I'm gonna go into my Jackie palette. I'm gonna use her shade Ginger, and I'm going to put it in a little bit above my crease as my transition shade. I love this color. It's super pigmented. Using a fluffy brush. Windshield wiper motions. Pack. When you want to intensify the color. And I'm using the shade Edges. I'm really intensifying that right in this part of my eye. Now I'm going to go into the Amerezy palette, and I'm going to use the shade 1988, and I am going to intensify that into my outer V. If you guys can see what I'm doing there. Yes. Looks a little crazy now, but trust, it's going to come together. Now I'm going to semi-cut my crease. I don't want like a harsh cut crease for this look, but I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills primer to do this. I think having a light lid on your wedding day is just absolute perfection. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure that this lid is nice and light. Now that I have the, people call it the cut crease, but I just added some base so that my lid color could really stand out. I'm gonna go back into the Jackie palette. I'm gonna use her shade Zam. So now I'm just gonna press that Zam onto that base. Now I'm going to intensify that crease area. I'm going to use Credit. Now I'm going to, I think I'm gonna pop a little bit of Trust Issues right here in the front of my eye. I want it to really have a nice light pop. Now the eye look is practically, it's basically done. I'm gonna add some mascara, liner, and some lashes. I might do a little bit of stacking of lashes, I don't know, but I will be using Miss 3D Volume lashes. For your wedding day, I think having a luminous glow is very important. You want that skin to shine from within. So I'm gonna start by using this Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. Just gonna put a little something, just a little something, you know. Then I'm gonna use some Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. And this color is Candlelight. Y'all, I'm just gonna, this right here is so intense. Like, the skin is gonna be glowing. I did forget to mention that initially I moisturized my skin. Omega Repair Cream, I just add moisturizer. Primer tends to make me a little sweaty, and I didn't want to use primer for my look. Some ladies, you definitely need to use primer. I know my skin type. Moisturizer and a good luminous glow will help me achieve what I'm looking for. So now I'm just gonna buff this into my skin to prep it for my foundation. And this Charlotte Tilbury and this cover, y'all see that glow? Ooh, do y'all see it? Now that I have my skin prepped and everything, I'm gonna go in with my NARS Macao. Is this the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation? This is a nice staple. Like, this is a great foundation. I've always loved NARS foundation. Just lightly going over it. Going over my skin rather. gonna take my beauty blender. I love a beauty blender. It just really helps to melt your foundation in seamlessly. Look at that skin. Do, do, do. I love a good skin look. Now we're gonna get into my concealer. I'm gonna use 2 concealers. Shoot, I might use 3, 4, 5. I love concealers. Anybody know me know I love concealers. I'm gonna use my Cover FX concealer in G Deep 2. And I'm gonna use my McGrath Labs Sublime Skin Fetish Perfection Concealer. Did I say that in the right order? Maybe I didn't, I don't know. MD 22. So I'm gonna do these 2 on my eye. I'm gonna use the Cover FX one right here. This one's practically like my skin color. It's a little bit lighter, but it gives you a nice coverage to blur out darkness. And now I'm gonna go in with my McGrath Labs. Because you know, you wanna look nice and awake on your wedding day. You don't wanna be out here looking like you're tired and already been married 20 years. No, you wanna look like you just get married. Now that you've been through the ringer. I've been trying this technique that I see people do. They like let it sit for a little bit on the face. So, all right, now that it has sat a bit, I'm gonna take this beauty blender. Next up, we're gonna use this Huda Beauty Tantour contour, and I'm using the shade medium just to add some bronziness to the skin, add some depth, because y'all know my forehead is something serious. So I take this is a makeup by Mario. This was in his face set with Sephora. Contour blush brush. And I don't want any harsh lines. I just want it to be a soft, subtle bronze. It's not even supposed to be bronze, like contour, but I kind of use it as bronzer. I keep it real light. All right, now we're gonna set everything into place. I know some people are really against putting a lot of powder underneath the eye. I agree, you don't have to like bake, but my eyes, I crease underneath my eyes, literally. Like, it'll look like I have a bag underneath it. So I have to set my concealer, and I'm gonna use this fluffy brush. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I'm using my, you know, old faithful Mercier. We're gonna set that, okay? Period. Do it down the nose. I decided to switch to my beauty blender because it can get right up there underneath the eye like I want. Then I'm gonna go in with my Fenty powder in Coco Naughty. This is the Instant Warmth Bronzer by our girl, Riri. Fenty Beauty. I'm just going over everywhere that I added the Tantour, just so the Tantour won't be moving around once it gets a little warm. You know, when you're on the dance floor dancing with your husband, oh, you don't want to be slipping and sliding. Now that we have dusted off all that powder, I put some black eyeliner underneath my eye. I normally don't do liner underneath my eye, but for your wedding day, I think it adds just some depth. And now I'm smudging underneath my eye with 1988 from the Amerezy Palette. Maybe I add my blush first. So I'm gonna go in with Fenty Beauty Ruby Richez. Lightly. Ooh. I'm gonna add a little bit of the Ginger Binge Macao Mule by Fenty. Lastly, we're gonna go in with my highlighter. I'm gonna use my MAC. This was the Mariah Carey collection, My Mimi Extra Dimension SkinFinish, and I'm using Beaming Blush by Max. Give me some of that Max makeup. That's what they used to say, MAC. So I'm gonna do the Mimi first. Ooh. Now I'm gonna go in with the Beaming Blush. On top, this gives a nice, just luminous appearance. Oh my gosh. I think this is the only thing that might look dated. I could see in 20 years highlighter not being like a big thing like it is now. So, you know, don't go too crazy. But I think a nice healthy glow is always good. Nice thick coat layer of mascara at the bottom. So first I'm going to go in with my NARS Precision Lip Pencil in the shade Spunk. Next up, I'm going to use this Anastasia liquid lipstick in Crush. This was like a mini I bought. I think it was like 100 points at Sephora or something. Now that I have that on, we're gonna go on top. I love a glossy lip for a wedding day. This is from the Fenty Beauty mini set, and this gloss is in the shade Pretty Please. I have another one I think would have went even better, but this will be fine. This is fine. You could go a little bit lighter with the gloss, but this one's still pretty. And to wrap everything up, I'm going to spritz my Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist all over. And this is the finished look. I'm ready to walk down the aisle, girls. Just kidding. But this is my finished bridal look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. You got some techniques, some tips, or some things that you want to try, you know. If you're having a budget-friendly wedding and a makeup artist isn't in your budget, which I think you should make sure, makeup artist and a hairstylist, but I know some people it's not in your budget. So the time is now to get your look together, get to practicing. If you got to do your own makeup, hope you learned something. Hope you got some products that you want to try. I'm glad you stayed tuned. I'm so glad you are here. And please like, comment, subscribe, and feel free to share with your friends, the brides-to-be, some of your bridesmaids, or whoever on this little tutorial. I will see you guys on my next video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you guys on my next one.